Have you ever wondered, what are payment terms? Why are they important for my bookkeeping business? And what difference would they make? I will be answering this, so you must stay tuned for this video. I am Olivia and I'm an accountant and the owner of Profits and Books Accounting and Bookkeeping Services. Thank you so much for watching. Payment terms can make all the difference to your business, to your peace of mind, to your financial cash flow, and most of all, to your relationship with your client. So why is it important? Just think about this. And many of us, when we started out with our businesses without payment terms, we have been in this situation where you've poured your heart and soul into organizing the books of your clients. You did everything to the T, you dot the I's, you cross the T's, and then you don't get paid. You hear, I will pay you later. I'm waiting for payment from my client, and then you don't hear anything. So, payment terms will help you to navigate the landscape of payments. So, what are payment terms? First of all, it is exactly what it says. It set the terms on how and when you expect to get paid. This only comes with confidence and only after you've been bitten badly, maybe once or twice, or maybe more than once or twice, by just trusting a client blindly and not setting terms and conditions. So, your payment terms must have the net 30 days, net 60 days, net 90 days, or payment due on, payment due on receipt. So that means this is the amount of days your client has to pay the invoice. It must be clear and it must be preferably marked in bold. When you take on a new client, take a deposit. Do not work with hope. Do not work with maybe. Put down a demand. Insist on a deposit before work can start. And this must be set out clearly in your payment terms. You must state clearly, work will only start once I have received X% deposit. It can be 20, 50, 60, 25%, depending on what you feel comfortable with and depending on what you feel is enough to cover your expenses, to pay for your time, because you don't know yet whether this is a good or a bad client. So at least demand, insist on a deposit. Then next up, monthly retainers. When you have, because as you get to know your clients, you also get to understand then what are the services that they need from you. So then you can offer them a package where after getting the deposit, you can then say, for X amount, every month you will pay me X amount and I will deliver X services to you. Be very clear on what services you are offering for that monthly retainer. If you are fortunate enough to work on a big project, don't make the mistake of wanting payment when the whole project is done. No. That's not going to work. As you finish certain parts of the project, then you must submit an invoice and you can receive payment. Say for instance, you say this project, maybe it runs into 2 million, 3 million, 5 million, or maybe 50,000, 60,000, whatever. So you say, when 20% of the work is done, I want 25% of the money. When 60% is done, I want X amount of the money. Set that out clearly in your payment terms. And then also, in terms of the payment method, make it easy for your clients to pay you, because I can tell you, EFTs, they don't always work so nicely. So it's nice when you have card payments available, when you have other online platform payment methods available. It just makes it so much easier for you to do. And then, of course, you must give customers incentives. Have a heart. When it's a big client and they have paid you on time, without any hassle, you didn't have to chase them, you didn't have to threaten them, you didn't have to feel disheartened or despondent because this person is just a late payer or a bad payer. Give them an incentive. Give them a discount. I'm not saying that you must do this with every client. A client must earn a discount. That is key. Then also, be firm but friendly. You don't have to be rude and swear at people and threaten them. Even though sometimes the urge is there, believe me, the urge is there to threaten them with death, to threaten them with all the vile and ugly things under the sun because they are just refusing to pay your money. No. Be professional at all times. Be firm, but be friendly. You can also, when you look at a client situation, and you can assess, but only once they have earned it, you can then tailor make a package for your client based on their needs, based on their cash flow, but that will also satisfy your needs. I'm not saying that you must bend backwards for a client and then at the end of the day, when you are done with the job, you don't have anything to show, or you have to wait an eternity for your money because you have set the wrong payment terms. No, I am saying look at the situation, assess, and come up with terms that will satisfy both you and your client. Then, what do you do when someone pays you late? You have to follow up. You have to call. You have to make sure that they know that they still owe you this money. There's a tendency, not to sound like the hateful politicians in this country, but there's a tendency of many business owners of not paying you. And then they just act as if you don't exist, as if they don't owe you anything. You've just vanished off the face of the earth. And with the same, your invoice also has vanished from the face of the earth. You need to grow a set of balls because you need to pick up a phone and call a client and say, excuse me, this invoice is still outstanding. When can I expect payment? And also make sure that in the contract, in your payment terms, there is a penalty for late fees. Some just to get the money without the penalty, it's a huge bonus. But very often the penalty is a deterrent for a late fee. And remember, the payment terms, it might be difficult. It might feel weird and uncomfortable at first when you get your client to say, I expect my money the 30th. There's a penalty for late payments. It might feel a bit uncomfortable, but you have to get used to that feeling. Otherwise, you will be working for air, wind, and sand. The moment some clients, they sniff that you are uncomfortable to pick up a phone and demand your money, they will walk all over you. And then also think about, how are you going to reward your clients that have been paying you well, paid you on time, communicated every time? How do you reward them? Because it's not always possible to give them a discount, especially when you are starting out. You are going to need every cent. But as your client base grows and as your income grows, you need to think of ways of how to incentivize your clients. An important note I want to end off with: when you set the payment terms, before you send the invoice, send them a reminder that payment will be due maybe the last day of the month or the 25th of the month. Then from the 20th of the month, you send them a reminder to say, payment is due. You can expect my invoice on the 25th. On the 25th again, you send the invoice. Make sure that you send an invoice the same time every month. It's not always possible because you are also running a business and sometimes things get crazy. Then automate your invoices. That is where the accounting software comes in. Automate your invoices, send reminders to people, and then follow up. This is part of running a business, but once you've set the payment terms, you will see that your business will begin to flow. You will also begin to gain courage to, when someone is paying you late, or look, some people you will just have to accept they are not going to pay you and it's not worth the effort to chase them. Accept that, but you must not let it go without a fight where you are professional, but you are firm and you are friendly as well. And even when they are rude, because some people are just unpleasant, they're rude, they are unprofessional, they have no manners, and they are disrespectful. It's in their nature to swear and to be rude instead of talking. If they do that, you don't lower yourself to their level. You stay professional, let them rant and rave, and you say to them, you still have not answered my question. You have not explained to me when I am getting payment. So it's not an easy road, but it's all part of running a business. If you have enjoyed this video and you would like to get more and you would like to see more videos like this, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear from you and to let me know what you think, what your struggles are, and what you are battling with. But also, I would like to hear what your success story in your business is. Thank you so much for watching.